comment, do chat with us. Where is everyone logging from? Monica from Malaysia is here. Oh my God. Hi, Monica. So nice to meet you today. Wow. Someone from Punjab, Assam, Delhi, Tokyo, from all over the world. Oh, we just got someone from California, another one from Indonesia, Malaysia. Wow. It is so inspiring that a lot of you join us every fortnight. We really value your participation. Thank you so much for being here once again. And for those who are joining us today for the very first time, welcome. I hope you really have a good session today. Someone's joining us in from Hong Kong and East Africa. Wow. Rita, do let us know what's it like there. Is it the morning? What time of the day is it? Well, as everyone joins in, just a few quick housekeeping points. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the Q&A function, the Q&A box you have. And if you want to chat with us, well, you always have the chat function. We'll try to address them during the session or take them up at the end, depending on time. For those who prefer Hindi, live translation is available. Interpretation is live and it's happening right now. You can select the interpretation option on Zoom and choose the Hindi audio channel. For once again, for those who prefer to listen to this session in Hindi, live interpretation is available. You can select the interpretation option on Zoom and choose the Hindi audio channel. And we encourage everyone to stay engaged throughout the session. You can use the chat to share your thoughts, reactions, key takeaways as we move along. Your participation is valued, and I hope we can hear from a lot of you in the chat function and over the Q&A function as well. Well, with that, let's get started. Like I said, to everyone who joins us every fortnight, thank you for being here once again. Your continued participation and energy really helps these sessions um, valuable for the entire New Skin India community. And to those joining us for the very first time, welcome. We're so glad to have you with us. These bi-weekly webinars are designed to keep you informed, inspired, and get connected with the latest updates, learnings, and opportunities from us, New Skin India. With that, let's get started, shall we? For this, I'm going to bring in Andrew, who is our AGM, as all of you know. He's going to walk you through some important details. Hey, Andrew, handing it over to you.
Thank you, Salana. Good evening, good morning, and good afternoon, amazing New Skin family. We have a action-packed set of information to share with you, so stick with us and stick through all of it because there's some exciting stuff coming towards the end as well. Some new information for you. But I want to start off with the biggest piece of information, the thing that's going to drive our entire second half of the year. It's our product launch that is happening very, very soon. And you all know it. It's our weight management, our wellness management system, TRME. This is a beloved brand globally for all of us. So for our international leaders, I'm sure you're aware of what massive impact this system has made to your markets. And now we're going to bring it to India. So I am super excited. I cannot wait for the next 90 days because they're going to be the biggest in New Skin India's history. Now, for those of you who are maybe hearing this for the first time, I want to talk and spend a little bit of time talking to you about what TRME is. And you heard me mention this a couple of times. I said TRME system, and that's intentional. This is not just a product. This is not just something that you're like, hey, this is another set of products that Nu Skin has in its portfolio. No, this is a purpose-built system that has shown significant results and amazing results for all of our existing markets. And we're so excited to see that happen in India as well. When I say system, I'm intentionally saying system and not products, because this is not just about the products, it's about where you come in as leaders, as the consultant, to bring in a cohesive, holistic journey of weight, wellness, and transformation. It's not just the products, it's the diet that goes in with it, it's the activity that goes in with it, and that personalized connection and journey that you yourself are walking through with your customers who are going to be on this system. Now, from a product perspective, it's also not just one product. It has been intentionally thought through to actually cover the different areas that you would need supplementation from your wellness journey, intentionally starting from a kickstart to your metabolism with ShapeSpark, boosting that and maintaining that with our ThermoBoost, which helps with thermogenesis, helps maintain your basal metabolic rate. It helps support muscle mass as well. Because as you all know, when you're losing weight, the loss doesn't discriminate. It's not just losing fat, you also lose muscle. So how do you make sure that you're maintaining that? And as we all know, with India, with our diets, they tend to be carb heavy. So when you're getting that spikes in energy, when you're getting that spikes in blood glucose, how do you stabilize that? That's where NewSteady comes in. This is an amazing product. We have this in our other markets as well. Great results. It's going to help maintain and balance your energy intake so that you don't have a spike and drop in your blood glucose level. You will have a sustained burst of energy throughout post your meal. And speaking of meals, the big hitter as well in the system, our meal balance, fully vegan, pea protein, not whey, not soy, and 20 grams of protein per serving. And that's with water. Imagine when you're adding milk to it, that's even more. And the reason I'm saying milk is because my favorite combination of taking this is with milk, because I swear it tastes like mango lassi. And that's something I can drink every day. Now, talking about this 90-day journey as well, I'm sure all of us at some point in time might have tried to lose weight or might have tried and gone on a wellness transformation journey. Your mood is very important to sustain that excitement and that impetus that you have throughout that journey. And that's going to be really hard when you're making these changes to your lifestyle, to your activity, to your eating habits. So that's where My Victory comes in for India. And this is formulated especially for India because this actually contains ashwagandha. And that ashwagandha is going to help support your mood. It's going to keep you focused on being mindful of this journey ahead of you, this transformation journey. Now, I've talked about the product side of it. There's some really exciting things that are coming up from a business side of it as well, which is why TRME is going to be the biggest thing that's going to happen for us in the second half of the year. I'll just leave you with a teaser on this. We're going to have a 90-day kit that's going to be available, starting with our BR preview. That 90-day kit has a brand affiliate price, roughly about 53,000 rupees when you take out GST. And it has about an MRP of 75,000 rupees, including GST. Now, when you look at our marketing bonus and how it's structured, essentially, anytime you sell one of these TRME kits to anyone, you're getting at least a 5,000 rupee bonus on it for selling one kit, right? The excitement and the impetus or the magnitude of what this is something that I'm super excited to see play out. Because just run the numbers in your head, right? If you sell one kit, you're getting 5,000. If you sell 10 kits, you're getting 50,000. 100 kits, you've got yourself to, 5 lakhs? It's very doable because you've got customers who want this. This is a need in the India market. It is a need in the direct selling space in India as well, where 3/4 of the market is made up of wellness, of which weight management is a very big chunk. So what does this mean for you and your teams over the coming months? Well, I just got off a call with our manufacturers this morning as well, and we are very close to giving you an exact date when this preview is going to start in July. We'll be sharing that by the end of this month, likely by the 29th or the 30th. So expect to hear more details specifically on what's going to happen in July for you and your teams to kickstart your transformation journey. And it's not just your personal transformation journey as a consumer of the product, but a transformation of how your business itself is going to transform with this system. Super excited for that. And we're going to have this BR preview run for 90 days, so July, August, and September, before we have it for our full launch, consumer launch in October. What that means is if you are a brand rep or above on this call listening, you are the only ones who are going to have access to even buy and sell this product for the next 3 months. That's intentional. It's meant to give you a first mover advantage, but it's also meant to make sure that the market has the awareness to understand the importance that this product is going to play in our portfolio. And speaking of importance that this product is going to play in our portfolio, between now and when the preview is going to happen, we are going to make sure that you and your teams are prepped and ready to hit the ground running when you get your hands on these products. We've already started trainings specifically designed for TRME. There's a series of 8 TRME training sessions that have started. They already started last week. We've completed 3 of them. So if you go to the next slide, you'll see what the next 5 trainings are going to be about. We already had an introductory section that talked about how measurement matters in your transformation journey. Also, the other 2 pillars that I mentioned. This is a 3-pillar system that revolves around the products, around your dietary intake, and your activity levels. We covered the dietary levels and the activity levels in the second training. Additionally, yesterday we had an amazing training where we had a lot of feedback on how you can prospect with this system. And going forward for the next 3 weeks, every Monday and Friday, we're going to cover the rest of these trainings. These trainings are meant to be TTTs, essentially train the trainers, where you as our BRs are the ones who understand this product in and out and can go and sell and build your teams with confidence using the system. Right now, these training sessions are for our LOIs and above. So essentially anyone who can go and get products during the BR preview next month, but they will be recorded and will be uploaded in Binder. So for anyone who's curious, but who might not be in a position today to just go and buy that TRME kit next month, you can look for it in Binder. They'll be being uploaded continuously over the next couple of weeks as they go through the necessary approvals internally. Now, TRME, as if TRME alone wasn't interesting enough or exciting enough, we've got even more exciting things happening the second half of the year, right? And that is Nu Skin Live 2026 in Yokohama. So Yokohama is going to be our site for our global convention. And this is something that Nu Skin's India is taking to a next level, right? Because you may or may not know, we have a little incentive in place for our top leaders where we are going to take them to Yokohama, all inclusive. We're going to pay for their flights, for their hotels, their event registration, everything. And they're going to get something special that even other people who are attending Yokohama aren't going to get. They're going to get an extra day with an India special regional breakout that's going to happen. This event is happening September 14th through 16th, and we already have quite a few of our leaders who are in contention. In fact, we have 30 plus leaders. If you go to the next slide, if you are on the chat, let everyone know you're there. You're almost there. You're going to make it. You will see them in Japan. You will be waving to them from the stages in Japan. So this is amazing because we just did our first ever in India trip this month in Kerala. You might have seen it in Instagram. If you haven't, I highly encourage you to go and check it out. It was fun. It was exciting. Everyone learned from each other. And it was a real sense of community that was built. We had 2 nights and 3 days in Kerala with our top leaders. And when we left, I could feel the sense of togetherness that we left with. And that's what Live is going to be for India as well. For these 32 folks who are going to be in the running, who are going to make it to Japan with us. Now, you might be looking at this saying, hey, that's great for these 32 folks, but I just found out about this today. Can I qualify for this trip? Well, for this trip, unfortunately, you will not be able to, but you will still have a chance to be recognized on that global stage. How do you go about doing that? If you go to the next slide, there is an option for you to buy your ticket to attend Yokohama, to attend the event. And right now it's at early bird pricing, 25,000 Japanese yen, approximately about 15,000 rupees. If you're able to buy this, because this pricing is going to change to regular pricing very soon. But if you're buying this ticket, you're making your way to Japan, you're staying there September 14th, 15th, 16th, and whatever your title is by the 31st of July, so essentially next month, forget the incentive that I just talked about, just whatever your title is for that 1 month, whatever your highest title has been for the year, if you are a Ruby or above, you will be recognized on stage in front of your global peers. We're talking 10,000 people there recognizing and validating your achievements and what you've done to pioneer the India market. So if you're like, hey, I missed out on my chance to be a part of that incentive, but I still want to go, I'm a Ruby. In fact, I had a conversation this morning with someone who broke Ruby yesterday, someone who missed the boat on the trip itself, but they're like, hey, this is something important for me. I want to do it. How do I go about doing it? Well, this is how you do it, right? I know there's more than the 32 people we have who are coming on that trip. We're going to have other leaders as well who are making that trip to Japan. We will see you there. You will be recognized on stage if you're a Ruby or above by the end of July. To go and buy these tickets, there is a QR code on the slide. So feel free to go and use that, scan it. It's going to take you to a link, a microsite that allows you to go and register for this event. So we've got TRME coming. We've got Yokohama coming. There's even something more exciting coming, but that's, I think, too much excitement for today. So I'm going to bring us back for a second to talk about your business. So if we go to the next slide, I want to talk about how Nu Skin India has been progressing over the last few months. I showed you what's going to happen in the future, but let's take a step back, put ourselves between November and today. How has Nu Skin India as a company progressed? How have you and your leaders built? How have you and your leaders been successful? I want to take a minute to just talk about some fundamentals, foundationals when it comes to building your business. At its core, this business is all about 3 R's. It's recruitment, retention, and your rate of spend. And how you manage that with your customers and your leaders. Leaders will help you drive deep. They're going to go and help you build. Our entire comp plan is built on this simple fundamental. Our entire comp plan, if you want it, can be summarized very simply by saying, we have a bonus that pays you for selling products. We have a bonus that pays you when you teach others to sell products. And we have a bonus that pays you when you're building a team of sellers. That's what we call sharing, building, and leading. Now, I've phased these blocks out intentionally in a linear manner on my slide. And it's because you can take different routes and have different parts of these journeys. You can focus just on one, you can focus on one or more. But when you're focusing on the fundamentals, an important part before you get to the point of leading is being in a position where you have shared your own products and built your own team of sellers. Your downlines, the team that you are building, they look up to you and they duplicate the efforts that you're putting in. So as you're building with the right mix of customers and leaders, that's something that they're going to see and duplicate it. I've heard Chandra say this a couple of times over the last week, and I really like it, so I'm going to share it. I'm going to shamelessly steal it and share it here, guys, with you. Whatever your team sees you do, if it's the right thing, they will take it and do it 50%. But if it's the wrong thing, they'll take it and do it 200%. And that is something that really applies when you're looking at how you build your business in a sustainable way. And when I say sustainable, there's going to be a heavy emphasis in how you're bringing customers into this business. Yes, you have leaders who are going to be excited about the opportunity and are going to want to build a business with you. But how do you sustain your business? It's through customers, end customers who are buying your products, who are consuming it, who are coming back because of the efficacy of the products. TRME is going to be, again, a perfect example of a customer-driven product in our portfolio. If you can get, let's say, 15 customers ready for TRME, I already mentioned just the monetary benefits, right? Just marketing bonus alone, that's 5,000 rupees times 15. I haven't even factored in the developing bonus that's associated with it, the leading bonus that's associated with it. But when you have that sustainable base of customers coming in every month, in TRME's case, coming and replenishing their stock with you every 3 months when they're maintaining their journey, that is a perfect way for you to go ahead building a sustainable business, because when you have that sustainable customer base, your focus can be on driving depth. And driving depth, for those of you who are in Kerala and heard this from Chandra as well, is the key driver for growing your business. But to drive depth, you need your sustainable customer base to exist so that you can say, hey, I want to focus on recruitment because I've got my customers who are coming in and generating my sales at a monthly level. Now, speaking of customers, I don't know how many of you are aware that we have the best conversation starter, the best door opener to customers already in our portfolio, even before we have TRME, because we have Prism, our nutrition intelligent device. And we've already done 30,000 plus scans in India alone. Globally, we've done 2 million scans. Each of those scans is a prospect, is a customer, is someone who's like, hey, why is my score low? What can I do to make it better? You have the solution in your hands. You have LifePack, you have Optimum Omega, you have our entire wellness range. You have in the palm of your hands a device that is going to help you build that customer base in a very systematic, structured way. So I want to have you guys keep that in mind, thinking it through as I welcome Aman Singh, our marketing manager, who's going to talk to you about some even more exciting things as they relate to Prism and some updates that we're doing to make that journey, that customer journey, that leader building journey for yours even more excellent. So Aman, over to you.
Thank you so much, Andrew, for setting up the context and taking us through the whole TRME plan. I think it's very exciting. Hello, New Skin India family. Thank you all for joining in. So I'll be taking you through the whole update on what Prism IO we've been doing at Prism IO. Sadhana, if you go on the next slide. So here is an update to better reflect the opportunity for continued improvement. We've come up with two major updates. First, of course, is your tracking scores. We are expanding the score sheet. So right now, the scores that you see on your app was capped at 1,000. So now, as we update the app right now, the cap will be increased to 1,200. Second, we've also improved the scoring algorithm. So what it means, I'll take you and explain it to the next slide. But what exactly are we doing is, as we all know, science is at the score of science is at the score at Prism, right? So all the global data sets that we are right now doing, we have refined how the measured biological signal is translated into the displayed score to better reflect the broader distribution of nutritional wellness across diverse populations and to help improve Prism IO precision. So we're still measuring the exact same signal it always has. The scientific validation remains the same. The clinical validation also remains the same, and the nutrition status also remains the same. So these are the two new changes. I'll explain you in detail in the next slide. As we expanded our research, our data shows that some users, right, especially those who are consistently taking their supplements, they are following an active lifestyle, they're taking proper, healthy, nutritious food, right? They're reaching the upper limit. So there's a scope of actually tracking better scores, which is beyond 1,000. And to actually address this gap of high performance, we thought that there is a scope of rewriting the whole scale and expanding it beyond 1,000. So we've always, why do we do that? Because we always measured and recorded scores above 1,000. However, for simplicity, these values are not previously shown, right? So while there's still room, there was still room to improve, the previous scale didn't display the progress. So with the expanded scale coming into play, right now you'll see an additional progress which is visible to every user who's there under the Prism umbrella. And this is the score sheet if you see on the below on the slide. So this will actually now be the new the scoring range. So you have like lowest, lower, moderate to high. So the scoring will be updated as per the new score. So if you see right now, you have the highest scores which is above 1,000 and below 1,200. Sadh, if you go on the next slide. So what does scale expansion means? Of course, if someone sees a score which is beyond 1,000 to 1,200 range, right now the score circle that will have been updated after the app, it will show you a platinum badge, which signifies that they have reached the highest tier. Earlier, the purple scoring was being reflected on the on the scorecard or on the score tracker. Right now, after the update, you will get a platinum badge if you've reached the highest tier of scoring. There's a small video which is played on that app. which will because share it to you. Now I want to throw some light on the Spectral Rai updated score algorithm and why did we actually do this. If you go on the next slide, Sadhna. So since we all know, Prism IO has grown into a global nutrition wellness platform. So with over 2 million scans, there's a very rich database that we have. We've conducted multiple studies. There's a lot of leading research institutions that have collaborated with. So this expanded a diverse data set into giving us deeper insights into how nutritional habits are reflected in real world outcomes, right? And how our scores vary across different populations around the world. We've used this data to make a scoring system more accurate and meaningful for everyone. What has changed? Prism I is measuring the exact same biological signal that it was measuring earlier. The science hasn't changed. Uh, Only the signal that is translating the score has changed, so it better reflects the full range of nutritional wellness across millions of users. Uh, your score may be lower or it could be increased. This does not mean that your underlying biology has declined. Your progress will, of course, be the same. It will actually calculate the figure that has just been updated. Also, your progress tracking remains accurate, so there will be no problem in terms of actually highlighting your accurate scores. It will be meaningful over time. Even though you see a different color zone, it doesn't take away from the fact that you're actually following the steps to actually drive proper progress over on your nutritional wellness journey. So if you can go on the next slide. And what you should actually focus on. So the same thing that always has mattered, that I rightly also pointed out, is improvement over time, right? Your score has to be a measure of consistent progress over time. It has to not reflect your single spike, but it should reflect a consistent progress driven by, of course, our pillars of nutrition, healthier lifestyle, and supplementation at the core, right? So because this whole program was designed to actually help and support your Prism score, which is of course with LifePack. So we have to keep scanning, keep building our healthy habits, and keep tracking our progress over time. Uh, so I think a lot of us will have this question like, will historical scores will be updated? Yes, they will be updated because we want to preserve the meaningful progress over time. But not to worry about it because this primarily update is to kind of, have also people who are actually scoring above 1000 to actually give them the values of, they're actually hitting that premium tier of scores. And with the expanded scale, historical measures are not shown fully now, but it'll show up to 1200. Sadhana, if you can go on the next slide. So there will be progress toward product guarantee. There we will be, of course, having the same claims that our product help you increase the scores. So there will be no change, particularly in that. And we continue to focus on a consistent validation of scores across both past and future scans, and it helps ensure progress comparisons remain fair, consistent, and meaningful within the updated score system. Sadhana, if you can go on the next slide. So this is an overall chart of direct and indirect factors that we all are, of course, aware about in terms of how they affect our Prism scores. So if you actually see, this chart actually shows the 6 quadrants where from the lowest to the highest score, what is the score categories updated. If you actually see, of course, nutrition are the direct factors. So if somebody's taking their supplements on time, they're dedicated on their supplementation, they will, of course, will give higher and higher scores, which is above 550 with till 1200 right now in the newest update. You are, of course, taking a lot of vegetables and fruits. You are cutting down on your carbs. You're cutting down on your sugar, cutting down on your fried food. So, so these things we have to always be mindful of always following in terms of nutrition because that directly impacts our Prism scores. And of course, helps us absorb our antioxidants level to the best. And of course, we don't have to forget a lifestyle as well, right? These are indirect factors, but overall lifestyle also really plays a very important role. So you have to have good quality of sleep. If somebody's smoking, if you have to minimize smoking because that's something which is very important, which can directly or indirectly help result in not a very healthy lifestyle. Also, sun exposure, exercise is something which is very important. Linking back to TRME that Andrew also spoke, right? So we have to have everything as we have to have a holistic view is what I want to say when it comes to wellness as a whole journey, and that is what we are aiming at. So this is the whole update on Prism and the new scoring chart that going to be updated as we speak. I think within a day, you will be getting updates on the version 1.6.1. If you go on the next slide, I'll explain you how it's going to be. So upon launching the app, there you will see a pop-up notice explaining what's new in this version of the app. It includes the changes, the way the calculation is now going to happen, and the scale extension. This pop-up, of course, will only show 3 times upon launching the app fresh. After the 3 times, it will no longer show. So once you're actually updating the app, I would request you all to spend some time, navigate, and actually understand and go through it as well. We'll also, of course, be sharing the FAQs with you, so you have all the doubts answered. Yeah. Sadhana, if you can go on the next slide. So what to expect? Just summarizing, this is a global update. The update is expanded for all the Prism IO users worldwide, and the expanded scale, as I said, will roll out automatically. So today, I think within a day it should roll out. And when you update the app, the new scale will appear. The change will occur with Nu Skin Prism IO app update. So device firmware update and device recalibration will happen. The app will prompt you through each of these actions for a seamless transition. So you don't need to worry about in terms of the whole process. It's already been taken care of. Once you update the app, you'll automatically see the steps. Keep in mind also, Prism.io, of course, is an evolving platform, and with new research and with new data emerging, new patterns, future updates will also be there. So they'll be to actually be on track with data driven, scientifically grounded, and communicated clearly to you guys. So that's something which will be always on. So we'll, of course, will be giving you the update as and on when it comes. These are the 3 steps that once you update your Prism app. So the first is, of course, all users will be required to update their app on either the Apple devices or the Android devices. Step 2 will, of course, be you'll have to pair your device, and then the updated algorithm loads automatically as part of the initial firmware update. If in case your device is not already paired, then Nu Skin Prism IO will require you to update the firmware before use, and you will need to complete this update, which takes about a minute. So before you continue to scan, so that's something which to be mindful in step 2. And then, of course, step 3 is once the firmware update is finished, then Nu Skin Prism IR will require you to recalibrate your device. So once all 3 steps are completed, your device will be running the updated algorithm within the expanded score range, which is now till 1200. Now, I will invite my colleagues Palni and Vishnu to do a quick FAQ session in terms of what is there for Prism IO as per the latest update.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Aman, for taking us through the update. And yes, Mr. Palani.
Yeah, hi.
Hi. How are you?
Doing good.
Yes, Mr. Palani, I have few questions for you
Okay.
on this update thing that happened, which is going to happen today, like tomorrow, 24th, right? 24th is the date.
Absolutely.
Yes. So, Mr. Palani, why are we making this update?
The first thing, update is constant. Actually, we are updating every time. A lot of things are being updated. And in this, if you ask me, science is at the core of Prism IO. As our global data set has grown, we have seen more users reaching the upper limit of original 1,000-point scale, my friend. Right. This update expands the score range to 1,200, which Aman was talking about, the platinum badge, actually, allowing users to use continued progress beyond 1,000 while keeping the same clinical validation foundation. Remember this. Okay. It also reflects one of the key benefits of connected platform. Prism.io can continue learning from real world usage and evolve through thoughtful data-driven improvements will be there.
Wow, that's a great thing. Yes. Now I have one more question for you. Like I have a list of some questions for you, Mr. Palani.
Fantastic.
If I have previously scored 1,000, what will be my current score? Like now, if I scan with this update.
You mean about the previous one?
Yes.
Congratulations, you're healthy. That means you're very close to that platinum badge. That's what I can say. The previous score, if your previous score was 1,000, meant you had reached the top of the visible scale previously. With the expanded scale which you are having right now, your past and the future scan may now show scores above 1,000 up to 1,200 if your antioxidant levels supports it.
Oh, yes, great, great. Good to know, Mr. Palani. Acha, Mr. Palani, will my past score changes with this update?
Yes, actually, historical scores will be recalculated using the updated score system. So some users may, including yourself, see higher value in their scan history, actually.
Wow, great. So, Mr. Palani, last questions to you. That is, how does this affect the product guarantee and progress tracking?
Very good question, actually. So progress will be continued, as I told you, to be tracked using the updated score calculation across both past and future scans. This keeps comparison fair, point number one, consistent and meaningful within the few Prism score system itself.
Oh, it's a great thing. Mr. Palani, you were saying you also have few questions for me.
Yeah, I do have.
Yes.
Can
Yes.
I?
Yes, definitely. Go ahead.
Acha, the question is, do scores above 1,000 mean better health actually?
Yes, Mr. Palani, scores above 1,000 reflect higher antioxidant level, and that indicates a higher level of nutritional wellness is achievable. The PRISM score is not a medical or a diagnostic measure. I'm telling you, I usually told you, it's not intended to diagnose, treat, or prevent any disease, but it will measure your wellness, yeah, and the wellness
Ah,
how much you can achieve, and
okay,
this is how it's very helpful.
okay.
So,
Fantastic.
what is my next question?
Acha. Now, the next question, when you're talking about the score going beyond the 1,000, the next question is, what happens when a user scores 1,000 or above, which we were talking about, Mr. Raman was also talking about?
Yes. Mr. Palani, users who score between 1,000 and 1,200 will see a platinum medallion celebrating the higher level of nutritional level. They will get a medal for having higher level of nutrition. So
Fantastic.
this is
So that
something a
means this is
kind
a
of
blessing.
reward by the system, by our device.
Okay, fantastic. Okay. And the last question I just want to ask you, is this update globally, actually?
Yes, definitely, Mr. Palani. It's a global update. The expanded Prism score scale is available to all Prism's IO users worldwide. So it's a
Oh,
global update. Global update.
fantastic. So thank you very much, Vishnu, for giving me the answers. It is frequently asked questions from the leadership. Also, they will be asking these kind of questions. Just we wanted to know more about it. For further updates, we will be connecting with you. So, Vishnu,
Definitely.
thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Aman.
Thank you so much, Palani. And now I would call Miss Sadhana to come and join us and take us through the next slides. Sadhana, over
Yep.
to you.
Thank you so much, Vishnu, Palani, and Aman. That was some important information out there. I hope you all took notes. And if you didn't, please be assured this recording of the meeting itself would be available for you later on Binder, so you can access it. And for those who haven't attended today's session as well, can access it. So that's all good. Thank you so much. Now, on to some really important information as well. To better support you, we would ask of you to please save our official outbound support number on your phone. It's up there, flashing on your screen. It's +1 801 345 1000. Our support team may use this number to contact you regarding important business matters, whether that's a recent sign up issue that's occurred with some of the accounts or some follow up assistance. So don't worry, it's not some number trying to scam you, but it is our support team that's trying to reach out to you for some information or some help. So please do save this number on your that's on your screen. Since this is an international number, again, I understand that it's not easily recognizable, and we really want to avoid, you receiving any other information out there. So please do save this number. And if you miss a call from us, you can still reach our support team through the following channels, of course, we have our inbound support number. So if you do miss a call from us, you can still reach out to us. You always have the chat function. You can also use the email function to email us regarding queries. So that's all sorted. But if you do need to reach out to us, the inbound number is right there on the screen. And please do save our official outbound support number. Great. Now, on to some regular piece of information that I always share with you guys. It's about WhatsApp. So a lot of you have signed up, are on WhatsApp, are connected with us, which is great. While a lot of you still haven't, and I'm here to remind you to do that exactly here on the screen, you will see some instructions flashing where all you have to do is go onto the privacy section in your business center. Under promotional correspondence, you will find the option WhatsApp. What you need to do is click on WhatsApp and save change. So once you do that, you will be connected with us. You will receive some important updates. Like you see on the screen here, you can see some important updates regarding whether that's the bi-weekly webinar or some important aspects regarding the business or some important crisis comms are also there. So if you do want to stay with us, stay connected with us, please do opt in. And if you know someone who hasn't opted in, please do ask them to do it as well. Much appreciated. And on to some regular compliance updates. I'm sure you're looking forward to this one. So this really matters to us. At New Skin, we believe in doing the right things, which is why we reiterate this during each of our bi-weekly webinars. It's really important to us. So we want to iterate that everyone must ensure that their PAN is valid and it's linked to their Aadhaar. And this has implications, right? As per Indian income tax regulations, if a PAN is invalid or inoperative, TDS must be deducted at 20%. And the standard 2% TDS on commission earnings applies only when the PAN is valid and operative. So this does matter to you. And what you should do, well, you see the instruction on screen. Please ensure that your PAN is valid and linked to Aadhaar. And if you have any updates or corrections required, please reach out to our customer service team. They will be more than happy to help you. Yeah. And again, when we speak about doing things the right way, this also means when you're registering a new prospect, the individual themselves must complete the process. They should be the ones doing the review and understanding all terms. And sponsors must never register someone on their behalf. We've already talked about this before, but it's a legally binding agreement, and we hope that everyone, every individual, is getting the clarity and an ownership in this process. And lastly, a lot of you haven't still completed the policy training. I am sad and upset, you guys. So please do follow the process. Make sure that you do take this policy basics training that's on your dashboard. So you will find this 3 to 5 minute policy training video up there in your business center. All you have to do is complete it for your commissions. So if you do want to get your commissions, then you will have to complete this course. So please do take it up. It will be useful for sure. And lastly, if you haven't followed us on social media, please do. Here are our channels and their QR codes. So please feel free to take a screenshot of them, take a maybe scan the QR code and do follow us. Hit that like button, hit that share button. If you know someone who's not following us on social media, please do share the page with them. That's much appreciated because we do want to increase our followers, make sure that the New Skin community grows. That's always our intention here, that more people know about us, and what better when they know it from you folks. So with this, we come to the very end. Thank you so much, guys, for joining today's bi-weekly webinar. We hope this session was helpful and gave you valuable updates. and ideas that you can take back and apply in your new skin journey, whether that's everything that people spoke about today, whether that's TRME, about the Prism score update. Everything you heard was useful. A big thank you to our speakers, of course, and teams for sharing their time and knowledge with us today. And as always, we encourage you to stay connected, keep learning, and continue making the most of the opportunities ahead. We'll be sharing the relevant updates and materials after the session, so please keep an eye out on the recording for this session on Binder. Once again, thank you so much for joining us. Have a wonderful evening. And the chat, everyone I chatted with on the chat function, thank you so much. We look forward to seeing you at the next weekly webinar. That's all from us. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Until next time. And don't forget to join the TRME Train the Trainer trainings that are going to be happening Friday. We'll see you.
Thank you, everyone.